this was ugly last night. Game 5, Western Conference, first round in Phoenix. Anthony Davis not playing, and candidly, neither were any of his teammates. Take a look early here. You're watching as the Lakers are just sort of watching as the Suns are flying in for putbacks and they're throwing balls away, and the Lakers in the first half were just an out-and-out disaster. And on the other end, it was Devin Booker doing everything, working through the defense. 18 in the first quarter for Booker, on his way to 30 to lead all scorers. Under 4 to go in the half. The Lakers are down 26 points. And look, we got no basket, we got no offense, we got no life. LeBron James just showing the frustration as we go the other way. The uncontested slam. Lakers down by 30 at the half. Largest postseason deficit of LeBron's career. However, not all the news was good for the Suns. In the third, down goes Chris Paul. You know, he's been struggling with the shoulder, and this clearly bothers him here out the Wesley Matthews box out. That is one to keep a close eye on, but it was by no means the only good news for the Lakers last night, or however you want to phrase that. LeBron would leave the bench with 5 minutes to go, and the Suns win it going away. It's the first time LeBron has lost consecutive first-round games in his career. And now another LeBron streak is in big jeopardy. He's a perfect 14-0 in the first round. Since the playoffs expanded to 16 teams in '84, the only players with better first-round marks are Robert Horry and Derek Fisher. LeBron is in trouble. Game 6 is tomorrow in LA. Let's talk.
Got our ass kicked. I mean, it's just that simple. They got to whatever they wanted to get to in this game, and we got to be better, obviously, if we want to force a Game 7. So, I mean, they pretty much just kicked our ass. I mean, there's nothing else really to say.
I mean, that pretty much does sum it up. Here we go. Kendrick Perkins and Zach Lowe. Fellas, good morning. And Big Perk, I have been all morning long as we prepare to come on trying to figure out what's the right thing to say about that performance last night. I'll give you the honor, Big Perk. What's the right thing to say?
The right thing to say, G, is that the Lakers need Jesus. Look, Anthony Davis can't save them right now, okay? And here's why. I know everyone is talking about LeBron James should have been really aggressive last night, but Phoenix are doing their job defensively. They're loading up and they're saying, guess what? The others are going to have to beat us. I could count several times when LeBron James made the correct pass and guys were passing up shots or not knocking down shots. And then defensively, where's Andre Drummond to protect the paint? This is where the Lakers are missing the Dwight Howard. They took him for granted. And Lord knows, don't get me started on Dennis Schroeder, okay? Mr. I'm worth $100 million, okay? You got to show it. You can't lay a donut in a Game 5 when it matters the most. When the lights hit the ice, you don't come up to perform in the biggest moment. So right now I'm looking at this Phoenix Suns team, the role players, the young core, Cameron Johnson, Cameron Payne, Bridges, all these guys are playing with the ultimate confidence while the Lakers veterans are sitting there hanging a goose egg and not showing up to the party.
So, Zach, I mean, I think he just sort of said a mouthful there. Everything that could possibly have gone wrong went wrong for the Lakers. How do you, Zach Lowe, explain it?
Yeah, the only thing that went right was that Kyle Kuzma finally came alive a little bit. Look, they played like a team that was discouraged, that knew it was a long shot to win without Anthony Davis, knew they had Game 6 at home, and thought, well, we can get that one and maybe come here and win Game 7. It was a horrible effort. It was a layup line. They got no defense from anybody. Perk's right. The role players, most of them all failed. Dennis Schroeder was awful. And LeBron, the criticism is right. I thought LeBron would have to come out and dominate the game, run pick and roll after pick and roll after pick and roll. Dennis Schroeder ran as many pick and rolls as LeBron, basically. LeBron would get switches, Devin Booker, friendly matchups, and just sort of pass off. And yeah, sometimes it was the right play, but the Lakers didn't need LeBron in make the right play mode. The Lakers needed LeBron and let me get 35, 15, and 10. And look, maybe he just doesn't have it in him. We know he's dealing with an injury. We know that injury tends to not improve with anything but rest. And so this is where we are.
And so they've – go ahead, Perk.
Zach, what are you talking about, man? I mean, they're literally loading up. They're giving him no driving gaps. Yes, he's getting switches, but they're coming on a late double team. What I mean, tell me, what do LeBron James
when is any defense like that force LeBron to be passive? When is any defense like that shut him down until the game was over and he started making a lot of threes? Yes, I agree. Phoenix's defense, they're helping recover, is amazing. They're packing the paint. They're playing well. The Lakers just needed more from everybody. It doesn't have to be about LeBron. It was everybody.
Oh, please, Zach. Please. If you go back and look at the history of role players that's been around LeBron James, even throughout his playoff runs when he was in Cleveland, when he was shorthanded, you had guys like J.R. Smith step up and come to the party who were able to step in and knock down shots. You had guys like Tristan Thompson who will come in and give you 15 and 15 at the center position. He's not getting that. And I don't understand.
He is not.
If they're loading up on you, what are you supposed to do? Zach, shoot over 3 people? That's what you want them to do?
Zach?
No, but there were times where you definitely could have been more aggressive, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay, then let me turn to one other thing here, because there's another piece to this story, Big Perk, and I'm sure everybody saw it. Charles Barkley calling Anthony Davis street clothes last night and all the criticism. I'm asking you, Big Perk, as one who played in the league for a really long time, is when we juxtapose Chris Paul out there with his shoulder and Anthony Davis not on the floor, is criticism of Anthony Davis today fair or not fair? Big Perk.
It's not fair. It's not fair, G, because when you think about it, he's dealing with multiple injuries on the same leg. He's dealing with a knee injury, along with coming off a strained Achilles, and now a groin injury on the same leg. So it's not fair to Anthony Davis. And look, I know he has a history of being injured, but being soft, I don't see that. Last year, he dominated in the postseason. And to me, he's laying it all out on the line, so it's not fair criticism to Anthony Davis. And I don't agree with nobody saying that he's street clothes or whatever the case may be, because this man is dealing with multiple injuries.
How about you, Zach?
Completely agree. Hold on for a second. Did we forget what Anthony Davis did in the playoffs last year? And we're talking about a season with a compressed schedule during a pandemic, a guy with a leg injury and a knee injury and all this, and we're going to sit here in the media, dudes who have never played in the NBA, and tisk a guy for being injured in the playoffs? Come on. Anthony Davis has earned the benefit of the doubt. We have to be better than calling guys soft for reasons like this.